Hey, Elad. My name is Patrick, and I really liked your random thoughts on AI Substack post. And as an editor, it really reminded me of a lot of essays. Start this way, which you just published, which I love the rawness of that too. Where you're like, I'm too lazy to put back all this up with data. But it reminded me of a lot of rough drafts I see where our thinking, especially when I write too, my thinking goes in a million different directions, and so I built this little tool that helps you map out all those different ideas and see how they relate to each other. And so I just kind of share this with you. I don't know what this will become, but I just thought you might think it's cool. So I could give you some ideas for essays that could come out of this, probably multiple essays that could come out of all these ideas and how they all connect. And the most interesting thing in building this was sort of the tension lines or the sort of incongruencies between connecting thoughts. You can set any of these as your core ideas, then see kind of like what orbits around it. So what will happen, it will basically redetermine the relationship between these. I really like this compute ceiling reinforced oligopoly idea. I just like it because it's sort of a first principle on like, it's a hard to vary explanation where, compute won't be able to catch up with demand. And so therefore it's very measurable over the next 2 years to 2028. And so I just like it as sort of a core idea. And so we can try playing around with setting that as a core idea. It'll put all the ones that all your other ideas that sort of don't relate to this at all, although you can kind of drag and drop those back in if you want. But what's kind of interesting here is I did this with some of my essays, and I was just surprised to see some of the tensions and kind of incongruencies in my thinking that then actually in looking at those tensions that the LLM thinks that there's an incongruency, it actually helped me define further what I was actually trying to say, sort of like the exception that proves the rule thing that, writers like Matt Ridley will say in their books. So in this case, you're saying that compute ceiling reinforces this oligopoly in the near term, but then you're also saying most should exit soon. So like the dot-com boom, a lot of the winnings will be consolidated. And so, AI founders should think about exiting in the next 12 to 18 months. But then you're also saying that sort of like there's going to be stagnation sort of in the evolution of AI labs because they're hamstrung by compute. So maybe you even say it, I think, in your source text, like you say, basically, potentially there could be huge changes just based on algorithms and sort of the software side. But most likely it's going to be the hardware side that limits this, and that will not allow for one company to get too far ahead. So it does kind of fly in the face of this. But I'm just like interested. I mean, maybe you have sort of an explanation for this. How these maybe could both be true. Maybe it's that. Well, actually, what I'm defining here are AI companies that that are sort of wraps around the oligopolies. And so the oligopolies may stay kind of even, but the wraps around them will get consolidated. And actually, your accordion point, where's that accordion point? You say that I'm not sure where it is, but that they will accordion back from, improving the frontier LLMs and then also putting resources towards like their apps. So maybe when they accordion out, it would actually, sort of evaporate some of these apps that are using LLMs, frontier LLMs as their sort of base layer. So that actually could go pretty nicely there. But yeah, I don't know. It just gives you kind of different ideas. I just want to share this with you. And the idea would be from here, once you kind of settle these things, that you can then quickly go and it will organize it, your words. So it's, as you can see, I'm kind of pulling the source passages here that then can organize into an essay. And then you can do a number of things to quickly put these into an essay that it's all your words. So that you can quickly think through incongruencies and strengthen things with examples, proof of experience, etc. So anyway, I just wanted to send you this, and hopefully it's helpful. It's been helpful for me in my writing just to really visualize my ideas and how they relate or don't relate.